of fun going on out here. Great prizes. Vendor space is being accepted now for only $10. You got anything you want to sell? $10, you can come out and sell it.
We can bring our whole garage out here and try to sell it.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
And the Lincoln IGA, what a place.
Yeah.
Give them a little kudos. You know, they have something going on here all the time.
They do.
The friendliest grocery store in Logan County, I would say. Probably, maybe in the state of Illinois.
Yeah, let's go kick it up there.
Billy Campbell's always got some words for you in there when you come in. Good or bad, he always has some words for you.
Usually pretty bad.
Words of wisdom.
Walks in. And 100% of this is benefiting local charities, so it's for a great cause. For more information about reserving a space at the IGA, contact Richard at 217-737-7032 or Lincoln IGA at 217-735-2221.
Nice job. Nice job with the phone number.
Yes, 2221.
A little windy today, but it's beautiful.
It is. It is. And I'd like to thank, speaking of windy, we just lost all of our pastries at the Hampton Inn. They give us every Saturday. The wind caught them and blew them across the parking lot. So
I'm kind of holding you responsible for that.
Well, you're just
and,
you're mad
and I
at
need
me.
some of that.
You wanted your bagel, and now there is no bagel.
Just having a hard time keeping weight on. I wanted to eat some more.
Yes. A lot of sports to talk about. We are gonna talk some baseball today.
I'll bet you are. Love it, don't you? Let's open the phone lines up.
You know, we got to talk about it when it's good, and it's pretty good right now. It may not last a while, but you know, take it when we can get it.
What is it? 12:30 today? Oh, I play tonight.
I think it's Saturday.
Is it 12:30 Saturday?
Well, all right, we'll go over that. But first of all, let's go over the NCAA championship last Monday. I liked Wisconsin and Florida, and you took UConn and Kentucky. Well, I didn't even hit any of them. So any of you guys that are bettors out there and waging, just take the opposite of what I say, and you're going to win some money.
And I was exactly correct.
You were.
Yeah, see? Sometimes I know things, sometimes I don't.
Well, you just took the opposite of me. So either I know absolutely nothing, or you're smart.
There were only 4 teams left.
There were,
yeah.
but I didn't hit one of them.
Well,
I didn't think UConn. They were impressive. They, made it count when it was. Right down
when we talk about, when you go back and look at the thing, they had 2 starters on that 2011 national championship team. They're all coming back.
Yep. So
there's Billy Campbell now, probably one of the best golfers in Logan County also. 38 on the back 9 yesterday. 38. That's pretty good.
That is pretty good. 9 holes.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
So, and then speaking of UConn, then the next night, or was it Tuesday or Wednesday? The girls, they win the national championship. 2 undefeated teams, UConn and Notre Dame, playing in the national championship. And UConn,
2 coaches that don't like each other.
They don't like each other.
Oh, did you see that? I saw.
I didn't really watch the game.
I didn't either, but I saw some Sports Center. The 2 of them were badgering each other. They don't like each other. They didn't pull any punches either.
Well, UConn ended up beating Notre Dame by about 20. It wasn't even close. So, how's it feel to be a UConn fan right now? I mean,
I would think you'd have a Husky shirt on.
I don't own one.
I think you'd buy one. You got a double winner like that.
I'm good. I'm not.
And let's talk about that championship game. Kentucky never led in the game.
No.
They just.
They couldn't get past that 6-point mark. They go on to get down, by 10, 11, 12 points, and then they make a little run and get within 6. Just couldn't get over that hump.
You got to wonder now, how many of those guys from Kentucky will come back?
Well, I know a couple have already. Oh, there goes the rest of that. Boy, it's windy right here.
Put that coffee pot on the other side. Block it.
Why? So it can blow? Hit me in the head.
If there's anything else.
Yeah, it's windy.
There goes the other side.
Free donuts.
You know what? Where is Jeff number 2?
Free bagels.
You'd think he would be here to help. Somebody help.
It's windy.
Some of these customers are going to get hurt from stuff blowing off the table.
Yeah. All right.
But anyway, it was a hats off to the UConn Huskies. And if there's a Husky fan out there, call us. Let us know you're a Husky fan.
737-3791. Phone lines are open if you want to give us a call. Have anything you want to discuss, local, sports, national, pro, anything. You can also email us at cheapseats963@gmail.com. If you don't want to call in, if you have something that you want us to talk about or you have a question, send us an email. We'll check that periodically and get your questions or answered on the air as well as possible. And if we don't know the answer, we'll make one up.
That's right. You have to check the internet and see if we were right.
Yeah. Good thing for the internet. Golf fan, the Masters going on right now. Right now, Bubba Watson's leading the Masters. Did you watch any of that yesterday?
I didn't watch
in
any
your
yesterday.
office doing absolutely nothing.
You know what? I worked yesterday, snuck out for a few holes of golf, but I do love the Masters.
What'd you just say?
Snuck out a few holes of golf.
But you worked.
I did till 3 o'clock. That's pretty good.
Okay.
But a lot of people didn't work till 3 o'clock.
I did.
Yeah, but you probably started at 2.
Started at 6.
No, I'll tell you what, it was a beautiful day for golf, but the Masters, it's fun. And when you kind of get to me, it's always been a Tiger Woods deal. Everybody watched the Masters, watch Tiger Woods. Now he's not there this year. It's kind of opened the field up. This to somebody, new that everybody can watch. And a lot of names in there of guys I don't know, that, are just coming out of nowhere. But Sunday afternoon, I think, that's a fun time to watch those Masters finish up and go to the end. A lot of pressure in that.
Do you think they've lost some ratings, TV ratings, or even people going to the Masters because Tiger Woods isn't there, or is he kind of just, because there's some upcoming stars, and Bubba Watson obviously being one of them. And you got, I'm not really a golf watcher or play. I play about twice a year, but I would think you'd probably lose a little bit of revenue, and
Yeah, that'd be interesting to know the numbers when it's all said and done. Because let's face it, Tiger does draw a crowd, and even though he's lost some of what he used to be, you still never know. Tiger may come on and put that red shirt on Sunday and come flying down 18 holes. But the Masters is it's a very neat event to watch, and how many people they do get up to line the sides of it. I've always wondered how more people aren't hit with golf balls. They all get right in there and stand next to it and watch a guy zing a club. I don't know, that somehow nobody gets hurt.
Yeah.
You'd think they make everybody wear a helmet.
Well, if I was out there would be somebody who would have a golf ball right in their face.
No one's getting near you.
Because they're lined up right on the sides, and I would slice it, and someone would get really hurt bad.
That's why I don't let them come out to the Elks and watch me play.
Yeah, that's the only reason. They're lined up to watch Joe Ryan swing a golf club.
Well, they're getting out of the way.
So that's going on today, and is that also tomorrow too? Is it
yes,
3
finishes
days?
up Sunday night. 4 days. Started on Thursday, actually.
Start on 4 days of golfing. How'd you like to have that for a job? Well, you kind of do.
That was funny. That was pretty funny.
Yeah.
That was pretty good. Off the top of your head. Good. Yeah. I'm proud of you.
Somebody is. So the Masters going on right now. Bubba Watson in the lead. And let's see. Trying to get some other leaderboard here, but it's not wanting to pull up.
Yeah, I think actually Couples is up there.
Where's Mickelson? And he usually...
Nope, didn't see him. He wasn't up there.
He
missed the cut. That's right. Yeah, he did miss the cut.
Wow.
Yeah, there's a bunch of guys in there that I don't know. I mean, Snedeker's still alive and in there. Some say the best putter in golf, so if you've got a hot putter and you're getting on the green, you can make a comeback. I think he's even now. 7 strokes down, so you've got 36 holes left, down 7 strokes. You can make that up, but you have to say Bubba's the leader headed out there.
Is it Adam Scott? He won it last year, right?
Yes.
Okay. See, I know a little bit of stuff about golf.
Adam Scott. I think he's 3 under.
Yeah, he's 3 under. Bubba Watson 7. Sindin is 4. Bjorn 3. And I don't even know what that name is. Blixt.
Yes, don't know that golfer.
Blix. So, and Couples, he's 2 under. Walker 2 under. Furyk 2 under. And Streelman, he's 1 under. So that's your leaders through 2 days of golf with 2 to go.
And I would think that those numbers will get a little tighter after today. Bubba can't keep it up.
No?
No. Well, he could, but I can't see him extending the lead any. I'd like to have it nice and tight headed into that Sunday. That's fun.
Yeah. All right, Joe, let's take a quick commercial break here. We'll come back. We're going to talk some baseball, obviously.
All day baseball.
All day baseball.
I just looked it up. You have until 7 o'clock tonight to
one day. Yeah, one day only. One day only. I thought they were going to lose though, but we'll go into details of that about the later. So stay tuned. You're in the cheap seats, 96.3 WLCNonline.com. That'd get your blood a-flowing right there, Joseph.
Tell you what, that was pretty good.
That was good.
When are we having you on here playing the drums?
We're not.
Yes, we are. A live shot. Drums 101.
Drums 101. What not to do. You are back in the cheap seats. Got Kirby Joe Ryan. We are outside of the IGA for their charity sponsoring event. The second Saturday of each month, they'll be out here in the IGA parking lot, in the back parking lot off Clinton Street. $10 if you want to set up a booth and sell your stuff.
$10, not a bad deal. We've also got the Lincoln MS walk, where they selling some sandwiches today.
Yes, ribeye sandwiches, ribeye and pork sandwich sale, $4 each, and a bake sale from 11 to 3. You get a free can of soda with the purchase of a sandwich. You present this coupon at the time of purchase.
That's what we need. Come on out and help. Every little bit helps.
Yes.
MS, we need some help with that.
Yeah, the MS walk to be held May 4th, 1:30 p.m. at the Kickapoo Creek Park in Lincoln.
Well, I guess you want me to bring it up, just so it doesn't look like you wanted to bring it up.
What?
Cubs win last night?
Cubs did win. Yeah.
See, it's fun to get asked that question, isn't it, when they win?
It is, but I don't get excited too often. So, but yeah, we're going to talk about it now just because it's not going to last. Cubs Cardinals big rivalry down in St. Louis. Cubs are up 3-1 in the ninth, and our closers are horrible. We don't have any. Varys, he blows it. Cardinals tied up bottom ninth.
It got exciting.
Got exciting. Some few choice words were said, and the channel was changed. But then I turned it back, and it's all good now. But yeah, there's some controversy with Matheny on leaving their pitcher in Rosenthal. Is it Rosenthal? Mm-hmm. The Cardinals had runners in first and second with 1 or 2 outs.
1 out.
1 out. Leaves this pitcher in to hit instead of bringing in a pinch hitter, and the rest is history.
Yeah, if sometimes you're a hero and sometimes you're a goat, and they love to pick you apart, the media especially. Mm-hmm. It used to go on years ago, something like that would happen, and it wasn't that big a deal, but now with the media frenzy, they blow it all up, and then the press asks 9,000 questions, and in the whole scheme of things, it doesn't really matter. And probably, Matheny, just like most of us, every once in a while, you feel sorry for the Cubs, and you're like, you know what?
Let them have.
Let them.
Hey, I'm with you. Let them have.
Let
the Cub fans have their day in the sun.
Yeah, we're in April. Let them win a game.
We're in April. We're still in it.
Yeah. Let them feel good about themselves.
I'm with you, but I just say it now because I know when it comes September, we won't even be.
Oh no, it'll be all football then, won't it?
Oh yeah. I would talk about football right now, but some of our listeners may not want to hear football every day, every Saturday. Phone lines are open, 737-3791. If you want to give us a call, give us your thoughts about the game.
I was just going to say to you, about that game, and let's talk about some standings. Washington, the Nationals, playing real well right now.
Yeah, they are.
7-3.
7-3. Let's see, Atlanta right behind them, 6-4 in the East. In the Central, Milwaukee 8-2.
Milwaukee, yeah.
They get Braun back, and he's just tearing it up. I think he had 3 homers in a game the other night.
Well, that'll get your stats up. This early, have 3 in one game.
Yeah, and Pittsburgh right behind them, 6-4. St. Louis, the Cubs, and Cincinnati 3-7. That's kind of a shocker. Cincinnati had a pretty good squad the past couple of years. They get rid of Dusty Baker, and now they're in the cellar.
Well, Dusty, he did wonders over. What did he win? 2 or 3 pennants when he was with the Cubs? That's right.
Maybe 1.
I think he did get in one time.
I think it was his first year. Maybe, I don't know. And then the Dodgers.
I loved him when he played. Was that before your time?
That was way before my time.
Yeah. I like Dusty Baker. He's a big boy that can hit the ball.
Yeah. Way before my time, Joe. I didn't get to see him.
I know.
That was back when. Do you have television back then?
It was black and white.
Black and white?
You got 3 stations. Life was easier. You didn't have a cell phone.
The Dodgers and the San Francisco Giants are tied in the West at 7-4. Yeah, a lot of this doesn't mean anything. Once it starts heating up, these standings will shuffle, but just for show's sake, we'll go over it. American League, Tampa Bay, Toronto lead that division. They're both 6-5 with the Yankees at 5-6, Boston 5-6. So obviously that's going to change. Central, American League Central, Detroit 5-3, the Chicago White Sox 6-5, and in the West, Seattle 6-3, Oakland 6-4, and the LA Angels 5-5 with Texas at 5-5 as well. So that's your baseball standings. What they're about.
I heard some talk the other day that
10-11 games in.
Somebody was wanting to, I don't remember who, but somebody was wanting to make Major League Baseball games 7 innings. So it would make it more interesting. It would help the time go by quicker. You could drink beer the entire game instead of having to be shut off in the 7th. And I was just kind of thinking about a 7-inning game. Man, that might be quick. It seemed quick. Those last 2 innings of a baseball game seem to take forever.
They do.
You know what I mean?
Well, it's because you get to the 8th inning, and it's all about situations. You know, you bring in a pitcher. You know, you got a left-handed batter. Pitcher might come in, face one pitcher. Well, then you're switching another pitcher, and that takes time for him to come warm up. And now with the instant challenging replay in effect, that eats up a little more time as well. But
let's talk about that a minute. If anybody wants to call in and talk about that, you know what do you think of it?
I like it. You only get one challenge, and I think it's after the 6th inning. You can request a review by the umpire, but you have one challenge for the whole game that you can use any time. And I've seen it happen several times, and it's just like football. It has to be inconclusive evidence to overturn it. Last night, the Cubs hit a batter, and Renteria came out and wanted to challenge it. Well, they couldn't really see if it really hit him or not just because of the camera angle and all that. So, the call stood. Just little things like that that could change the outcome of a ball game. And I've seen it used several times already. I don't mind it because, there is human error. And
yeah, there is.
The speed of the speed of the game is so much faster now that, some of that stuff's hard to see.
I've seen, I read a lot of goofy things that don't matter in the world, but I like to see where the future's going. And they're talking about in a lot of sports where they're going to get, with technology, they'll have something out there that will, if you hit a ground ball to short and you're running to first, as long as that first baseman's foot's on the bag and he catches the ball before the runner's foot touches the base, a light will go on, pow, you'll kind of eliminate the human error now. You're going to have it all be electronic.
Eliminate the umpire behind the plate. All the games are on TV now, and you got the strike zone indicator, and they always replay where the ball was. Well, just get rid of the umpire. I mean, he doesn't need to be back there. Just do it all electronically.
Those guys have to make bang decisions just like that.
They do.
Can't see everything, so I think it certainly helps at times. Sometimes I think it just takes away from the. You get something exciting going, or you get on a roll, and all of a sudden you're just going to bring it all down, and let's talk about that. Although I see how it can help sometimes. I kind of like the human error in it, and it's, sometimes it works with you and sometimes against you, but it's still, it's more of a, I don't know, it's more of a clean baseball game like that, I think.
Well, we got an email here, and listeners wanting to know how Joe did golfing yesterday. So how did you do golfing yesterday? First time out this year?
First time out. Last minute thing, I wasn't going to go, and then decided I would go and jump in, and I'll be real honest with you, it was pretty ugly. What Alice Cooper said one time, I'm a picture of an ugly story, and that's what it was. It was ugly out there. I only lost a couple of balls, but I think I picked up a few times and was just done messing with it. I found the ball, but I was done messing with it. Let's go to the next hole.
That's right. Games going on today. Cubs Cards. Was that a night game?
Yeah, 7 o'clock, I believe. Cindy Fleshman coming in and getting some stuff out here today. Probably getting her husband some food. He needs to eat.
So Cub Guard game series going on today, tomorrow. Cubs lead that 1-0.
What's the series at?
1-0.
Who's winning?
Cubs.
I'll let you say it all day.
Well, it's not going to last.
Merry Christmas.
That's right.
They might get him again. Who we have going tonight? Wainwright's going tonight.
That's what I was trying to pull up.
You're probably in trouble. I don't know who's pitching for the Cubs, but Wainwright's going for the Cardinals. So
yeah, he's.
You guys.
Although I think he got. Was it last year that the Cubs rocked him for?
Oh, here we go again. Was it? Do you remember that time?
Yeah, I'm just making
that's what I
stuff
thought.
up. Making stuff up. All right, Joe, let's take another quick commercial timeout. I'd like to thank some of our sponsors for sponsoring this show. We got always the Hampton Inn. They also provide coffee and pastries for us.
And we spread Hampton Inn stuff all over downtown Lincoln a little bit ago.
They've got cups along the streets right now, so free advertisement. Liberty Village of Clinton, Joe Ryan, Country Financial Agent. Thanks, buddy.
Yep. Hey, you're welcome.
Blow No Smoke, Schneider Chiropractic Center, Community Action Partnership of Central Illinois, and Fricky Calvert Schrader Funeral Homes. Stay tuned. We'll be right back after these messages. You're in the Cheap Seats, 96.3 WLCNonline.com.
Name this band. See if you can pull this off for our listeners. Very impressed with this one, Jim. Nice job.
I don't know. I'm stumped. Let's hear a little bit more here.
Big drums in it.
That's all we're getting right there. Who was it?
April Wine.
Oh, wow.
April Wine, that's going back a little bit.
Once again, Joe,
I Like to Rock.
Before my time, bud.
Hey, they're going to play the State Fair this year.
Really?
So all you old
so
rockers.
You're there.
Oh, yeah, I want to go.
You'll be right.
They used to have two drummers that, synchronize and play together. I don't know if they still do that or not. It's been a long time.
No kidding.
I just turned 40, so it's been a little while since I went. But
I turned 40 10 years ago, son.
Son. There's a pretty bright sun out there today staring at us with a little bit of breeze coming at you.
We are at the Lincoln IGA for their kickoff of their, the charity event, flea market. Every second Saturday of every month, I think up till about October, come out here. 100% of the money goes towards local charities, so can't beat that.
Nope, come on out, support it. The Lincoln MS Walk, they're going to selling some food out here today. Get yourself a free can of pop. Get a look at Jeff number 2.
You got to have a coupon, though.
Yeah, I don't know where you're getting those coupons.
I don't either, but I don't think they just give these things away.
Oh, pretty valuable.
Yeah,
You've got one.
Well, you have one too. Well, these are probably for Jeff number 2 and Jim, because they will be taking over after us here from 10 to 11, as well as Lisa, the Fix 96 prize girl. They'll be handing out all kinds of prizes, so come out here, see them, see what they can pull out of the goodie bag.
Kenny Brooks popping in out here today to get some groceries. He's probably going to go get in there and get a big old steak, go home and throw it on the grill.
Throw it on the grill.
You want to talk a little bit of Lincoln baseball?
I do. Talk some Lincoln sports. Some games going on today. Boy, I can't read.
It's tough to read out here in that sun.
It is. Let's see. The boys varsity baseball team, they have a doubleheader in Pontiac. That's going to kick off at 11 a.m., so in about an hour and 20 minutes or so, they'll be getting that underway. The girls softball, they are home. They have a doubleheader against Morton.
Let's pause. I'll jump in there a little bit.
No, they're away. I'm sorry. They're away
they
at Morton. What's that?
I was going to jump in there a little bit on those. Lincoln, the boys baseball team, they're 4-4, their record. They got a couple big wins, and I know they went over and they played Griffin here and then Griffin over there the other night, and they took a little bit of a beating. But, Griffin's a good baseball school, and they put that complex together over there, and they have artificial turf on that baseball field. And I think it's difficult for teams like Lincoln, or if your school, if you're playing on natural grass all the time and practice on natural grass, and you go there and play on that, the game speeds up.
Oh yeah.
And they'll talk about, well, you're going to get a more true hop, and you're going to get this and that. The game is faster, and sometimes I don't think you prepare for that. So it helps Griffin because they practice on it all the time, but it also hurts them when they come over and play on a grass field.
So it slows it down a little bit.
Yeah, it's a different atmosphere. It's kind of neat for those kids to go over and play on it, though. It's a cool place. If you haven't been over and seen that Griffin complex, it's pretty nice over there.
They've got a place over in Jacksonville too that they use for the littler kids. It's called Lynn's Field, and it's all AstroTurf too. And it's a guy, local business there, I guess, built this field, and they have tournaments there constantly and games. I mean, I don't think there's a day that goes by that there's not a game there of some sort.
I told
it's pretty
him
neat.
He ought to have little cutouts, that he could pull up and set back in, and he could have a great wiffle ball field there.
Absolutely.
Turf.
That's a good idea. Maybe we need to set up some kind of wiffle ball and have a tournament.
Maybe have a little fundraiser, and let's put in a artificial turf wiffle ball field.
We're just going to put one in.
Yeah, we're going to put one in out the high school.
Sponsored by Country Financial.
And the high school. They'll get in. They'll throw money at us.
Yeah, those money flying.
Now, and the girls, we got to throw this out there because, the girls just had a big win. They beat SHG the other night, and SHG was undefeated, and the Railers went in there and beat them. And I talked to Coach Cooper briefly, but he's very excited anytime he can beat Griffin. So,
absolutely,
it kind of makes your season.
Yeah.
He's got a good ball club this season. The way he tells me, they're strong.
Good deal. Girls sophomores looks like they're playing in Morton as well. They have a doubleheader. And then girls varsity soccer, they're in a Urbana tournament. So good luck to those ladies and gentlemen today. It's a great Saturday to be playing sports.
Yeah.
A little windy, but we'll take it.
Be a good day for you to go home and mow or something.
I'm going to go home and take down my Christmas lights.
That says something about a guy. If in the middle of April he's going to go ahead and take down his Christmas lights, because as far as I'm concerned, you're halfway home.
Yeah, I'll just leave them.
You're going to put them back up in November.
We're halfway.
Let them ride.
That's what I'm thinking, but I don't think that's going to fly. So we get those. It takes me about 2 minutes to rip those things down.
Tammy could get that. You're working today. She could get up and get those down, couldn't she?
She could, but she's not going to.
I'm going to send her a text here. Please have lights down by the time you get home.
Yeah, so I don't have to do it. I just yank them. It comes off real quick. They come down a lot quicker than they go up.
Well, I love Christmas and the holidays, but I'll talk about being Scrooge here. I'm not much on all that.
I'm not either.
It's always that nice, November day that you'll go put all that stuff up, and it's kind of cool, and they look real cool when you've got them all up going and it snows and it's very Christmassy and it's very cool. But you know what? There is just not a nice day to go take them down. When Christmas is over, it's not like, hey, you know what? Maybe January 1st, I'll get those lights down.
Get those down.
They're all
get up
frozen
on the roof
and stuck on things, and
that's why they're still up.
Yeah, it's not,
because we haven't had a very good winter. It's been cold all the time. So, in my defense, we haven't had very many nice days.
Oh, and you're right.
So
yeah.
This is about the first day that we've had a nice day that I haven't had anything to do. So.
And so you're going to go get them down today?
I might. I don't know. We'll see.
You always feel good after you accomplish something. You know what I mean? If you start a task and complete it, it makes you feel better.
It does.
So that's on your list today. You can have that completed by 11.
I'm gonna
go on the couch.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk around this flea market though, see what they have to offer. See if there's anything good to buy.
Take a look. See.
We'll go see. But let's get back to sports, because that's why we're here. That's why we're here.
Yeah, that's why we're here. Well, we could talk NBA action. Anybody out there still watching that? We'd like to hear from you, callers.
Do we have any NBA fans? Me personally, not so much. My kids, huge NBA fans. I don't really care to watch it.
No, I don't either.
I like the Bulls, but I don't really follow it too much. So if anybody out there has any info on the NBA, give us a call, 737-3791.
And you go back into my day, again, I'm 40 now, but, when you had Dr. J and Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, and you had guys like that playing, I paid a little more attention. Now it's just gotten out of control. I'd say how much I've lost touch with it. I'm not sure I could name, if you threw a city at me, I'm not sure I could tell you their nickname. Yeah, as far as the NBA goes, I don't know.
Oklahoma City.
Bombers.
Thunder,
see.
I just know that. Well, Bryson's a big Oklahoma City.
Well, plus I've seen you walk around town like in those NBA jerseys.
Yeah, I guess I wear a jersey
I've
about
seen
every
you out
day.
at Walmart before, and it was an NBA jersey, so I know.
I got my LeBron James jersey. I wear it. But, I'm trying to pull up playoff picture up. I do follow the Bulls a little bit, but I don't really get into it. Back when Jordan played, back in, 90s, when they won all those championships, mid-90s.
Well, that was fun. That was fun times to watch basketball back then. Well, what about hockey?
Love hockey. We'll talk some hockey here in a minute. But the standings right now, Eastern Conference, Atlantic, there's three conferences, in each, or there's three divisions in each conference. Toronto at 46-33, leading the Eastern Conference Atlantic. Brooklyn, 43-36. Boston, Boy, they're down.
Boy, they're down.
24-55, and that's just not a typical Boston team. But they're in the rebuilding mode. You know, they signed Stevenson. Do you remember the old Butler coach? He's with Boston now.
Really?
Yeah.
They still have the parquet floor?
Oh yeah. Yeah, they'll never get rid of that. In the Central, you got Indiana leading that, and Chicago right behind them. Southeast, obviously Miami is in leading the Southeast, and Washington right behind them. What's Washington's name? You know?
The Washington Bullets.
It used to be the Bullets. Now
Oh,
it's
really?
Boy, you know this.
No, I'm not really kidding.
Boy, you really
Wizards.
Wizards. There.
All right.
You really don't follow basketball.
Yeah, but they did used to be.
Do you even watch
Bullets.
ESPN? Because it's hard not to know that.
I am going to tell you this. Am I a big guy that watches ESPN? No. It's too much. It's all the time. You know, like if you catch it for 15 minutes, you've seen what they're going to show most of the day.
That's true.
It's all repetitive. Too many commercials. I do watch it every once in a while though. But you know, like you're saying here, if something comes on about the NBA, you know, I'm going to go out and maybe stab myself with a spoon or something. I'm not going to sit around and watch it. But they are good. They are great athletes. I mean, I just don't. It doesn't interest me.
In the Western Conference, Oklahoma City leading the Northwest. In the Pacific, the LA Clippers. The LA Clippers are on top of the division, and the LA Lakers are at the very bottom.
Yeah, how's that happen?
I don't know.
They're
Injuries.
located near each other, aren't they?
Well, they play in the same building. And the Lakers are just struggling right now with injuries, and it's just a mess.
What do you think that's like for those guys? You think, you know, when they see each other, they call them out on it? Hey, nice job tonight.
Rub it in. Yeah, absolutely. Because, I mean, it's usually the Lakers just dominate that division, but now not
Hi,
so
Cindy.
much. In the Southwest, you got the San Antonio Spurs leading that, and they're just a solid ball club.
They're a good team, San Antonio.
Yeah, they're very good.
Who's their star?
Chris
Oh,
Duncan.
yeah.
And,
All right.
I mean, he's just a beast.
So, see, you know a little more about this than you're letting on.
I know just from watching highlights. I won't sit down and watch an NBA game.
It's fun to watch them dunk. You know,
Sure.
they're big dudes.
They are.
Everybody can dunk. Have you ever dunked besides donuts?
A donut.
Yeah, I was
I
gonna
can,
say.
8 foot.
I tell you what, you probably have dunked 2 donuts at one time. Have you been?
Never.
just
I've
wham
never
and-
double dunked.
Yeah.
I've done some 360 dunks, but never a double dunk.
I bet so.
Let's take our last commercial timeout. We come back. We'll wrap up the show with some NHL talk and anything else we can muster up. So stay tuned. You're in the cheap seats, 96.3 WLCNonline.com. Ain't that one, Joe? Welcome back. You're in the cheap seats, 96.3 WLCNonline.com. Streaming live on the web 24/7.
Gotcha. You know this one? Did you know that one?
I don't. I know the song. I don't know the details, like the name or the artist.
Just wonder. Can you play it?
Sure.
You wait till we have you on those drums.
Yeah, we're gonna 2-hour show of nothing but drumming.
It's probably a good idea that
That's right.
we don't have that right now. But it'd be entertaining. You need to do that. You know, like the Tonight Show or something. When we're going to a commercial break.
That just hit me right in the face. It's not funny. It kind of hurt.
That was funny.
It's very windy out here. All right, let's wrap this show up. So Jeff, number 2.
That would have been good for TV.
And Jim
there.
can take over because we are at IGA for their flea market here outside. If you want to be a vendor, it's only $10. Get a hold of Richard at 217-737-7032 or Lincoln IGA 217-735-2221.
And you know, hey, if we forgot any sponsors, we were going to say some sponsors. We didn't get them all, did we?
We didn't get them all. I'd like to thank Century Dental Center, Lincoln College, St. Clair's Manor, Edward Jones Financial Advisor. I think that one's not on there anymore, is it? Oh, well.
He has retired.
He has retired. So we need to cross that number 6 out there. Eaton Corporation, we'll thank him anyway for years and past.
Years and past, that's right.
Eaton Corp.
Good guy.
The Christian Village, Jim Grimaldi, criminal defense attorney, and Jake Bernie Sheens.
Jake. Now, who's that?
I haven't seen Jake for a while. He's got something to do with volleyball or something. Extreme.
He's too short to play volleyball.
He's a bumper. He's not a spiker.
He just sits in the back and calls the lines.
Yes.
We know that. Or maybe we certainly not put him up on a ladder near that net, are they, to do that?
I would
He'll
hope
get
not.
hurt
He'll
up there.
break something.
You know, as I was going to say earlier, we'll bring your drums, and then like the Tonight Show, when we're coming back in or we're going away, you just start playing. And that's how we'll come in and go out of it.
And you'll bring your
Anytime.
keyboard.
Yeah, I'll do something on keyboard. That'd be great.
Your flute. See, if you can hear that, it is windy.
Watch your face.
Yeah.
Look at you get all that
I think
stuff
I got
out
a
now.
black eye.
So what else we got going on in the world of sports?
We got
hockey.
Hockey. Let's talk some hockey. Coming down. Only a couple games left in the regular season. Playoffs will be starting. Just some of the leaders in the division over in the Eastern Conference in the Atlantic. Boston. They have 115 points. Tampa Bay and Montreal on top of that. In the Metropolitan, Pittsburgh leading that division. Wild cards right now for the playoff, and it looks like they've clinched. Columbus and Detroit, with Washington and New Jersey right behind them. Over in the Western Conference, you got Colorado, St. Louis, and Chicago in the Central, with Colorado leading that. Well, actually, they're tied with St. Louis, both with 111 points. And if you're a Chicago fan, they're playing some decent hockey right now, and they're without their two stars, Patrick Kane and Taves. So they're hoping to have those guys back by playoffs, so that could bring some more energy, and hopefully the Blackhawks can make another run.
And what do they have left before the playoffs start? I mean,
A couple games.
I was gonna say it's tight.
It's coming to close real quick. So playoffs will be starting, and hopefully the Blackhawks can repeat. The Stanley Cup champions last year. So let's go get another one.
And it makes it more interesting for me if the Blues or the Blackhawks are in.
The Blues are good this year. So I mean, that's going to be That's going to be a really tough playoff series. Whoever comes out of that, because Colorado's good, and St. Louis is playing really well.
And speaking of the Blackhawks, did the Cubs win yesterday?
Cubs win. Hey, you bring it up.
No, I'm just letting you have some fun today.
We're having
Cubs
fun.
win a game. Have a lot
We're
of fun.
gonna have some more fun next week, because we're gonna be at your place.
That's right.
You're gonna have a grill out, or we got to do something special.
We'll figure something out to have, and we're supposed to have Coach Courtright in the house. Don't know if he's going to bring some kids with him, or an assistant coach or something, but he's supposed to stop over and tell us a little bit, because I believe they are at home next Saturday, and he's going to pop in for a little bit before he heads out to the field. So I don't know if we have any kids, but anyway, we have Coach Courtright on. So if you've got any questions or something for him, send us an email and ask him a few things, see how the season's going.
And what's our email?
I'm going to let you tell him.
Oh, it's cheapseats963@gmail.com. So if you don't want to call in, shoot us an email. If there's something you want to talk about, if your kid's involved in a sport that you want us to mention, give us an email. We'll talk about it. Anything, youth, high school, college. That's why we're here, to relay sports information.
I'll say Heat baseball's getting
Baseball's firing up. Yeah, so let us know what's going on in the community so we can relay it. You know what I'm saying?
We're here talking.
You hear me, but you're not listening.
Yeah, I know all about it. We got somebody. I don't know.
No.
That's calling us.
False alarm.
False alarm.
Somebody calling to say to get us off here. But we're here for another 2 minutes, Joe, and then Jeff number 2 and Jim are going to take over. Lisa, the Fix 96 prize girl, she's here now, so prizes will be handed out.
Two prize girls here.
Two prize girls. They're ready.
Yeah,
they are ready to hand out prizes.
Both of them smiling, ready to go.
And they have a lot of good stuff to hand out. I mean, I know there's like free bowling. I'm sure there's probably some pizzas involved. I don't know what you have to do to get these prizes. Is there a prize wheel or something? Or no? You just come up. You can't beat that.
Yeah, come on up. I might get in line right now. As soon as I get off the air, turn around and come up here.
Come up. You'll be in line all day.
Yeah. I'll just rotate around the building.
Yeah. So get on out here. We're at the IGA parking lot. All kinds of stuff going on today. It's the second Saturday of the month flea market and parking lot sale here at the Lincoln IGA Clinton Street parking lot. It's $10 if you want to be a vendor, and all the proceeds, 100% of the proceeds, go to local charities.
Which is awesome. And you know what else? Today's a great day to pop in here and grab a steak and throw it on the grill. So
Yes, or
come
walk
on out to
over
the IGA.
or walk over to the sandwich booth. And
Mr. Gober?
Lincoln MSL Walk. They're having a pork chop and ribeye sandwich sale, $4 each, and a bake sale. So you can get a sandwich and a piece of cake or something.
Yeah, and look at you.
And if you
can
have a
use one.
coupon, you get a free soda. So, and it all benefits the MSL Walk, to be held May 4th, 1:30 p.m. at Kickapoo Creek Park in Lincoln. So you got any tidbits, nuggets before we close here?
No, let's take a winner for the Masters so we can come back next week and talk about
winner for the Masters. I'm going to take.
We know who you're going to take.
I'm going to take Scott.
Oh yeah, that's a good choice.
Is it hard to do a back-to-back championship in the Masters?
Absolutely.
Jim says it's hard to do. I'm taking Scott.
All right, I'll take Snedeker.
Stedeker.
And we're going to leave. We're leaving Bubba Watson alone, the leader.
Well, because you said.
Don't be listening to me.
Phone number is 737-3791. Josh Comnick's wanting to know the number. But we're coming to a close, buddy. So you're going to have to call and talk to Jim.
He ought to
and
have
Jeff
that
number
in
2.
his phone. He's riding around out there today. I know what he's doing.
He's golfing.
He's got the windows down. He's got the breeze going through his hair, riding around in a fancy truck. That's what he's doing.
Yeah. All right, well, we got to go. So Jeff number 2 and Jim can take over. So don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. Thanks for tuning in to the Cheap Seats. As always, you can go online to WLCNonline.com to see any of our shows or broadcasts that we do. And you can also watch them on Comcast Channel 5. So,
Nice work.
Nice work.
Nice work. You did a
Thanks
nice
for
job.
tuning in. Thanks for our sponsors for sponsoring us. Until next week, we'll be at Joe's place next week. So tune in to the Cheap Seats next Saturday at 9 o'clock. All right. Thanks for listening. This is the Cheap Seats, 96.3 WLCNonline.com.